Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Jupiter square or opposition, the black moon Lilith, and a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, if you have Jupiter square or opposite the black moon Lilith in a natal chart, one way it may manifest is that there may be difficulty finding the exuberance and enthusiasm, which is Jupiter, for things you have that intense passion and desire for, which is the black moon Lilith, or you may simply be overly obsessed and fixated with those matters, and obsession and fixation is connected with the black moon Lilith. Now, the thing about this is, if the black moon Lilith, say, is in Pisces as an example, those things you have, that strong, intense passion and desire for, may be tied in with altruistic efforts. It could be helping those that are less fortunate than yourself. It could be doing something associated with poetry, dancing, photography, chemistry, spirituality, meditation, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. Now, another thing is that you may have another way these aspects may pan out in a natal chart is there may be trouble in terms of expressing happiness, which is Jupiter, with those that play a provocative role in your life, which is the black moon Lilith. Now, let's say, if the black moon Lilith is in Aries as an example, those people that play a provocative role in your life, one or more of those persons may actually be an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. It could be those that are aggressive, assertive, forceful, action-oriented, energetic, combative, can even be impulsive, impetuous, spontaneous, and pioneering. Now, another thing about these aspects and how they may be expressed in a natal chart is that the connection, those people that I just mentioned, the ones that play, that prominent or provocative role in your life, which is the black moon Lilith, may often not be, lucky and fortunate. It doesn't mean that they never, do anything positive for you to your benefit, but in general, they may not be auspicious, in your life in terms of, whether you're trying to make more money, or, whether, if you're dealing with certain general problems in your life, they just might not always be around, often be around or be helpful in those matters. Now, could also be, Jupiter square or opposite the black moon Lilith in a natal chart. Could also indicate, those people, again, the ones that play the provocative role in your life, the black moon Lilith, may often not be in agreement. They may be adversarial toward your philosophies and beliefs, which is Jupiter. If Jupiter is in Capricorn, as an example, those philosophies and beliefs may be very conventional, orthodox. They often may be tied in, with social status and improving one's stature in life. If Jupiter is in Gemini, as an example, there may be, philosophy or belief tied in with much communication, being diversified, being versatile, and those people that play a provocative role in your life may see, that as, being a person that might scatter your interests, as an example, not, dissipating oneself for lack of an integrating purpose. Now, another thing, too, about these aspects is that you may either lack optimism, which is Jupiter, or may simply be, overconfident and over-optimistic in terms of attempting to embrace the higher level of the black moon Lilith placement. Now, if the let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Aquarius, as an example, the higher level of that BML placement, maybe tied in with making, contributions to humanitarian work, astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, innovation, and it could be, trying to get away from, the negative qualities connected with it, the negative manifestation, which could be, maybe causing dissension in some Aquarius-related communities, such as an astrological community, as an example. And also, too, another thing about, Jupiter square or opposite the black moon Lilith in a natal chart is that, these aspects may not be advantageous, if you're coming out and being, truthful and veracious, which is Jupiter, about, those things you want to really keep suppressed and hidden, which is the black moon Lilith. It doesn't mean that you can never come out with it. Sometimes it's good to talk with people about those things that you want to keep suppressed and hidden, because they're generally not going to be, very positive, and you may need the assistance in, trying to deal, with those things. And the thing is, but at the same time, you might, bringing these things up could, evoke maybe some more negativity from others as a result, as an example in terms of, the things you want to keep suppressed and hidden. Now, let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Taurus as an example, those things you want to strongly keep suppressed and hidden, maybe tied in with something of a monetary nature. It could be about maybe, maybe the person made, monetary promises to somebody and didn't follow up on them, or there may have been some strong issues with, being persistent with the things that really didn't result or manifest in anything positive in one's life. Now, another thing, too, about these aspects, that the law, which is Jupiter, may often not be, beneficial to you in terms of dealing with formidable adversaries, which is the black moon Lilith. Now, it doesn't mean that the law would never be helpful to you necessarily, but they may be less helpful to you on average in these issues, and you may often feel like you've got to deal with these people, or if somebody has done something to you that is unlawful, and they become very strong enemy, whether it's some computer related crime that you're dealing with, or harassment online, whatever it may be. Now, let's say, if the black moon Lilith, is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, those powerful enemies, one or more, maybe a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be people that are actually sympathetic, nurturing, protective, dedicated, devoted, tenacious, home-oriented, but at the same time, they could be overly, clingy, temperamental, moody people that have wide mood swings, and overly emotional as well. Now, also, too, the strong erotic side, which is the black moon Lilith, may be hard to, express, in terms of foreigners, if there is an attraction to a foreigner, which is Jupiter. Now, the thing about this is, now let's say, if the black moon Lilith, is in Leo as an example. That strong erotic sexual side may be expressed, I don't know if I'd say a boisterous manner, but in a very loud, vociferous manner, very generously, with a lot of that Leo-like ferocity as an example. And also, too, the thing is expanding horizons, which is which is Jupiter, and those in Jupiter-related fields may often not be helpful in terms of you dealing with the dark side of the BML placement. If the let's say if the black moon Lilith is in Sagittarius as an example, that dark side of the BML placement, maybe one that's self-righteous, or very foolhardy, or very risk-taking. Maybe it's a person that follows some belief or philosophy that has led them, to to death, to something negative in their life, had a negative impact on their life. It could also be another way that these aspects may manifest is that Jupiter-related people may not be propitious in dealing with the negative manifestation of the BML placement in Jupiter-related people. It could be those in-laws, foreigners, those that are involved in sports, the outdoors, religion, philosophy, publishing, higher education as some examples. And let's say if the Black Moon is in Virgo as an example, that negative manifestation connected with it. Maybe one, that's really, cynical or negative or overly obsessed, with germs. It could be, one that's overly picky, judgmental, critical, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, and remember saying stay